When I stand before God at the end of my life, I would hope that I would not have a single bit of talent left, and could say, I used everything you gave me. Onion rings in the car cushions do not improve with time. It takes a lot of courage to show your dreams to someone else. Never go to a doctor whose office plants have died. When your mother asks, do you want a piece of advice? It is a mere formality. It doesn't matter if you answer yes or no. You're going to get it anyway. My theory on housework is, if the item doesn't multiply, smell, catch fire, or block the refrigerator door, let it be. No one else cares. Why should you? Do you know what you call those who use towels and never wash them, eat meals and never do the dishes, sit in rooms they never clean, and are entertained till they drop? If you have just answered, a house guest, you're wrong because I have just described my kids. For years my wedding ring has done its job. It has led me not into temptation. It has reminded my husband numerous times at parties that it's time to go home. It has been a source of relief to a dinner companion. It has been a status symbol in the maternity ward. Being a child at home alone in the summer is a high-risk occupation. If you call your mother at work 13 times an hour, she can hurt you. If a man watches 3 football games in a row, he should be declared legally dead. Car designers are just going to have to come up with an automobile that outlasts the payments. Never go to your high school reunion pregnant, or they will think that is all you have done since you graduated. A friend never defends a husband who gets his wife an electric skillet for her birthday. There's nothing sadder in this world than to awake Christmas morning and not be a child. No one ever died from sleeping in an unmade bed. I have known mothers who remake the bed after their children do it because there is wrinkle in the spread or the blanket is on crooked. This is sick. Why would anyone steal a shopping cart? It's like stealing a 2-year-old. Before you try to keep up with the Joneses, be sure they're not trying to keep up with you. There is one thing I have never taught my body how to do, and that is to figure out at 6 a.m. what it wants to eat at 6 p.m. One thing they never tell you about child raising is that for the rest of your life, at the drop of a hat, you are expected to know your child's name and how old he or she is. My second favorite household chore is ironing. My first being hitting my head on the top bunk bed until I faint. I have a hat. It is graceful and feminine and give me a certain dignity, as if I were attending a state funeral or something. Someday I may get up enough courage to wear it, instead of carrying it. How come anything you buy will go on sale next week? In general, my children refuse to eat anything that hasn't danced in television. House guests should be regarded as perishables. Leave them out too long and they go bad. Someone once threw me a small, brown, hairy kiwi fruit, and I threw a wastebasket over it until it was dead. There is a thin line that separates laughter and pain, comedy and tragedy, humor and hurt. Marriage has no guarantees. If that's what you're looking for, go live with a car battery. Don't confuse fame with success. Madonna is one, Helen Keller is the other. Getting out of the hospital is a lot like resigning from a book club. You're not out of it until the computer says you're out of it. It is not until you become a mother that your judgment slowly turns to compassion and understanding. Youngsters of the age of 2 and 3 are endowed with extraordinary strength. They can lift a dog twice their own weight and dump him into the bathtub. Thanks to my mother, not a single cardboard box has found its way back into society. We receive gifts in boxes from stores that went out of business 20 years ago. If you can't make it better, you can laugh at it. On vacations, we hit the sunny beaches where we occupy ourselves keeping the sun off our skin, the salt water off our bodies, and the sand out of our belongings. Once you get a spice in your home, you have it forever. Women never throw out spices. The Egyptians were buried with their spices. I know which one I'm taking with me when I go. Did you ever notice that the first piece of luggage on the carousel never belongs to anyone?